In the previous video, I was testing AI models which perform very well on local hardware, and one of them from Qwen family blew my expectations completely. Why it was so nimble? How to make others so quick? Well, there is one critical item you have to verify when running these models locally. If it doesn't work right, the LLM will feel sluggish, and you may not even notice the cause. Yes, absence of caching. Let's do a deep dive on that with a real example. This actually happened to me with one specific model, NVidia's Nemotron 3 Nano. Nemotron should be a very quick model, but its prompt processing felt sluggish compared to others. It never got that oomph, flying fast feeling, which you get when you work on a project iteratively, when loaded context doesn't change too much. Like here, when LLM reminds you of something and it's quick despite 40k tokens. I figured out why Nemotron's prompt processing was slow and want to share it with you so you don't run into the same issue. And I just saw that Devstral Small 2 is also prone to this. This is crazy. Enter prompt caching, also called prefill cache. We'll look at the issue practically and also learn about the inner workings, so we're better positioned to host and use AI. Here are two Nemotron 3 Nano model builds, both around 22 GB in size, and you would think both are ready for deploying. First is published by LM Studio community and recommended by LM Studio for Apple Silicon. Danger here. Second is published by Unsloth. Really great build. Let's compare how both handle the prompt cache. As it turns out, the difference in performance is astonishing. Here I have LM Studio and 3 terminal windows ready for experiment. Let's load the first model from LM Studio community with the MLX architecture. I'll be giving both models 64,000 token context window, as that's a good size for my MacBook Pro with 36 GB of unified memory. By the way, I use a power of 2 context size to not leave performance on the table. This aligns the model's map with the GPU memory pages, so that every GPU thread block is perfectly filled. Before the model loads, I want to start watching the logs. LM Studio comes with a handy command line utility called LMS. I'm calling it with this grep filter to watch only for prompt processing relevant stuff. Aha! An easy to miss debug message in the log appears. Please verify that the checkpoint is compatible with the model you are instantiating. Ah, one more.
Please verify that the checkpoint is compatible with the model you are instantiating.
Let's go to OpenCode to query Nemotron with some context. By the way, I'm fixing some issues in OpenCode, that's why you see me launching it with bun. First, let's do a cold boot prompt. I want to warm up the model and see the first anchoring checkpoint being saved for the context. But this Nemotron variant is just processing the prompt, and no log message for the checkpoint is printed. Is prompt caching working at all in this case? Nice how Nemotron pushes out 73 tokens per second. That is very fast for my MacBook. But if prompt caching is disabled, it will feel slow regardless. Let me show you what I mean. I'm asking Nemotron to analyze OpenCode source files and show which configuration files it's using and where the tool calls for the models are implemented. This query will result in OpenCode calling LLM multiple times, and it should use up about half of the available context. If prompt caching is working, we should see multiple checkpoints being saved and also restored. But from the logs we can see that there are no cached checkpoints. This means that LLM is recalculating the whole context after every new prompt. This is very inefficient. Let me speed this up by 10 times for you. You see how many prompts have been made? Every one of them recalculated the context from scratch. No caching is at work here. For the very final output, LLM has generated the answer fast, but it took almost 6 minutes to get here. This ain't flying. Let's fix it. I was truly shocked by the speed gain I got. Let's eject this slow Nemotron and load the Nemotron built in GGUF format from Unsloth. Let's clear the logs for clarity. And do we get that debug message about instantiating checkpoint here? No. Looks promising. Let's go to OpenCode and select this newly loaded model. It's time to do the warm-up prompt, like we did during the first experiment. Again, I want to see that first anchoring checkpoint being made. And it's here. Checkpoints are like save games for your prompt context. This initial simple prompt generated 3 of them. Perfect. Now let's do the big test. We need checkpoints to not only be created, but also to be loaded back. I'll make the log window bigger for better clarity. Let's prompt the same architecture question to this Nemotron, like we did to the first one. Wow, look how quick it is! Let's pause for explanation here. It's quick because, as we can see, it instantly restored our third checkpoint from memory. All 11,000 tokens were retrieved from cache, saving a bunch of GPU cycles. Part of this cache is actually OpenCode's system prompt, with instructions to the LLM on how to behave and how to use command line tools. Look how fast it is now. It's navigating the codebase, and each time coding agent adds more context, LLM restores the most recent checkpoint, and so it recalculates only the newly added tokens. We are already at 19,000 tokens, and the cache is still hot. There has been no cache invalidations. This is because OpenCode is behaving very nicely here. It is keeping the beginning part of the context identical, only adding the new stuff. The key value cache is like a house of cards. You can add more tokens to the top for free, but if you nudge a single token at any level below, all checkpoints above collapse. So for the magic to work, a stable context is critical. So why all further checkpoints break if you change a token in the middle? This touches on how LLMs work. A transformer calculates the representation of a token by looking at everything that came before it. Imagine that the model is computing token 500. To do that, it's using all the calculated numbers of tokens from 1 to 499. So if you change token number 300, all tokens from 300 to 500 have to be recomputed in the GPU. Did you know that Claude API, which has a token-based pricing, gives you a 90% discount for effectively reading from the cache? 90%! That's how much compute savings an efficient prompt cache reuse provides for Anthropic and its API users. So we must be aware of context caching when we're hosting LLMs, using LLMs directly, and implementing AI agents. Amazing! Nemotron completed the task in 1 minute and a half. The previous variant we tried took almost 6 minutes. And this is what highly efficient prompt cache reuse looks like in practice. Alright, that's it for this test. Just one interesting thing about Nemotron. With speeds of 400 tokens per second for prompt processing and 50 tokens per second for generation, Nemotron 3 Nano is already incredibly fast. The coding side isn't perfect yet, but the potential here is huge. I suspect the real bottleneck might be how the coding agents interact with it, and I've got a few ideas to test. Are you running LLMs locally? What models work best for you? How do you tune their performance and reasoning? Don't hesitate to leave a comment below. I hope you found this video useful. Stay tuned for more and see you next time.